A crow lies on the pavement. Nothing moves for about 30 seconds. And then the first one arrives. End of section. It doesn't land next to the body. It lands above it and it starts screaming. Within a minute, there are a dozen birds in the trees. They are not feeding. They are not fighting. They are all facing the same spot on the ground, and they are all making the same harsh, repeating call. People have watched this for centuries. People gave it a name. End of section. In 2015, two biologists at the University of Washington decided to find out what the birds are actually doing. Kaeli Swift and John Marzluff worked with wild crows, not birds in a lab. Ordinary Seattle crows on their own territories, the pairs that already lived on those streets. First, for several days, they simply fed them. Same place, same time, until approaching the food was routine. That gave them a baseline. How fast does this pair come down to eat when nothing is wrong? Then they changed one thing. End of section. A volunteer walked into the territory wearing a mask. The mask matters, and not for the reason you'd think. It wasn't there to frighten anyone. It was there so the researchers could control exactly which face the birds saw. The volunteers put it on and took it off out of sight of the birds. To the crows, that face was a specific stranger who had never existed before. And that stranger was holding a dead crow. He stood there for 30 minutes. He did nothing else. The crows mobbed him. They scolded, they circled, they called in neighbors. 30 minutes, one time. That was the entire treatment. End of section. The next day, the researchers came back and put the food out again. No mask, no dead bird, just food in the same spot as always. The crows would not come down. They eventually did. They're not stupid, and it's free food, but they took far longer than their own baseline, and that hesitation lasted for up to 72 hours. One bad thing happened in one place, once. The place stayed dangerous for 3 days. End of section. Now the part that actually got my attention. The mask came back. Weeks later, sometimes in a different place, on a person walking normally, carrying nothing. The crows recognized it. They scolded that face again, a face that had done nothing to them except stand still one afternoon. That memory held for at least 6 weeks, not because it faded at 6 weeks, because that's when the experiment ended. End of section. They ran the same thing with a dead pigeon instead of a dead crow. The crows glanced at it and went back to eating. And pigeons, shown their own dead? Nothing at all. No gathering, no alarm, no avoidance. Whatever this is, it isn't a general bird reaction to a dead body. It's specific. End of section. So the gathering isn't a ceremony. The researchers describe it as risk assessment. The birds are pulling in the whole neighborhood to look at a dead crow and, crucially, to look at whatever is standing near it. A dead crow is a lesson. It says, something here kills crows. Learn its face. Learn this corner. Tell the others. This doesn't tell us what a crow feels. The study never claimed to. It tells us what the noise is for. They're not holding a funeral. They're taking a witness statement.